Ntim Forjour, or your former education minister, non a deputy, or so your sofu. Yepe, one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewas as we swa. Nankopon, and this money space biawo na hinima ya sakwawe. Onenema and the inkophobic setia Christosum, Sasso your sofu, one of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why in Tiameka we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. And ya say Obia ni ashane sofu road and I'm Ghana. Amani tiri yefu no kekan kwasiasem. En kwasiade e koso Ghana nyina enkwara wo school. Yemo mu poisoned rice. Any idea that this guy was supervising it. Why we so in Yaminipa? Or one of the most foolish people in this year that didn't come back to parliament. I sent out for a Christopher Amugo. As I'm paying you with a demon. Time a case in the bar ya na you say. I was said omugitum near ko sign na tumutum yi fro sa software na parliament ka say omon pene and the kwasi ampanyin say oh mahama badia ye sadik bill naba e ma mahama sign kwasi wetumi gina ni pedim so oye sofo onye nipa also kuta bible so nyankopon ku ne totwene ye ingrate or ye hypocrite ye mfa ne nkyekere man Jimmy for we na odi wenim say MP e Christopher amukọ na asore kwasi ampanyin wetina parliament o ka kire Ghana for say Ekufu ade ne MPP wo power nko ade tumutum ne ensan ade akyen de a so me na me bedi anim abuofunu nyankopon ku ntontwene na saa ne som nyame a ankete ya ade we baaye ye say Christopher nyina munyina mom support na kwasi we ti parliament wa dwom saa ta na ne refi say oyo nyame adwuma na oye kwasi a tiri wo fin se fulani na ase. Now, Haruna Idrisu recently made a statement about PTA. And yen yina yenim how a PTA abwa eye schools ewa Ghana. Sibia teachers, any parents, schools, any parents are coming together. Sometimes financially, they support schools. And we have seen awufwa schools more. In fact, the impact of PTA. And I say how they have been able to help our educational. So when Nyabutra Obagin said the impact of PTA is small and yet very impactful. PTA, Parents Teacher Association, sa collaboration from time I started in the scene, it has helped develop schools a lot. In fact, for some time now, you will say the parents, they were taken out of our education, especially when it comes to senior high schools. It will point to be the parents did not have a say in our education. It became just the teachers and the government. Now, what was happening? They say the government was taking decisions for the teachers without the consent of the parents. I don't know who say school because the collaboration was between the government and the teachers. The parents who are going to object to decisions made by the government and the teachers, those parents were cut out because Ekufu ade MPP for the agenda 111 it wasn't an idea ever benefiting Ghana for Nkwara. It was a political thing. They just wanted to sell an idea, but implementing it practically, they knew say so the parents ne kanwa sa agenda free SHS no implementing na enya papa no the parents will speak. They deliberately decided to cut the parents out of our education when it comes to second cycle education. SS into free SHS no start here. Parents did not have a say. Into parents who are demand about onim baby and bada onim omni access to day-to-day running of the schools. Into Ekufu some political headmasters. They were the ones running our education in the name of free SHS. And to be say, na ye man kurano nkwasi aduane, na ye feeding kurana na ebi wu. Na the parents could not do anything because what Ekufu now buying a year and they say they cut the parents out. It's Haruna Idrisu came to power, obey education minister, and I'll catch a Ghana for say. It will be very important to add parents to your school because I was say I go for who senior omumano yehwe day in day out the omudi the omobehye baby omobeda ensu omudi dware I was say awofo no play a role and intina about 8 years ni NDC were opposition because we needed to review the free SHS because I was see the teach awofo no eka ho I was say jeje adwenkyere na yedi ye ne yie in time na John Mahama ne NDC Professor Nana Opoku Adjumamo eka review no these were the things they were talking about. You cannot cut parents out of a child's education. They wanted the parents to be part of the education. They can also direct. Parents are omoboa teachers. They are not taking control. They are just basically an advisory body. They help. sometimes financially, PTA no edisika day at two schools boa schools no. So why would the government say we don't need parents to be part of our kids' education? In the Haruna Idris to be education minister now say no. PTA to be reintroduced into our educational system. In the Haruna Idris to catch a Ghana for dabi. The reason why Krampoti and free SHS engineer and national say ye awo for the free mu into encourage be Krampoti no more respect on our phone because they saw say our phone did not have a say in their education. Normally, say akora ko school na say ohuni ma me kura na ne papa wo school so oba PTA and no keke no onim say there's some supervision. Onim say the teacher ebetima report no. Onim say eye obi is in charge. The moment I be trust the kids feel say the parents do not have any control on the education. Into we say the school any enkorano any abano kwa na edili. Into akorane yare a awofo ni most akorane wu. Say school ni hospital papa clinic ni wo awofo na wo say omukasem me ye clinic papa e man korane nya good healthcare no awofo na etwa omagu na nkorane wu eduane na enye. Ti Haruna Idris aba and say no. We need to reintroduce because Ekufuado Abino, they took out PTA, which was dangerous and which is still dangerous. Now, something has happened. Debi Amekacha say MPP for Jimmy. MPP for Omo followers, 90% of them they are foolish, they are ignorant. Majority are illiterate. MPP for party no, in Penifone who say followers ne Jimmy, they know. After your marking, when him say 90% of MPP followers Omo Jimmy, he knows. And they always feed them with idea be exciting. Now, you know, Papa we on a year MP or your former education minister, not a deputy, or so your suffer. Yep, one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewas as we swa Onyakopon, and this all money space biawo na hinima ya sakwa we. On in a ma and the inkophobic cassetia Christosum or sasso or suffer. One of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why in Tiameka we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. I am ya say Obia ni ashane suffer road and I'm Ghana. No I'm the fu no can kwasiasem. This guy was the deputy education minister. In kwasiade ekoso Ghana nyina in kwara wo school. Ye mo poisoned rice. Any other dinner. This guy was supervising it. Akwa we so enyaminipa. Now, how you Idris Beka say we need to bring back PTA no quickly and a suffer convo we are on kind of cray. Or say nobody abolished PTAs. What we did was abolish PTA levies. Or see on the time and now or education minister no on a country LED education no they never abolished PTA. In fact, the Oma abolish here they say they abolished PTA levies. We or American Muslim on we preko and so no preko nkwine. Man Kobi party ni wan Kobi intiaka party ni wan sama eden na okebi. Onso ekwasia. Osi o PTA no oma abolish. Na emom omu levies ni abolish e na me say party ni wan Kobi. Inti e ka de si o party na so a eden na wanu dem. Wa wo so won wi preko eden na onum preko nkwan. Se PTA ro wa abolish a then na PTA no abolish omu levies no. Obetumi ka say we did not abolish the PTA, but we abolished their levies. The PTA basically they support the schools. In fact, unsesima yendi yawo. Say nkanye the financial supporter, any the advisory supporter PTA at the schools now. We would have never considered PTA to be part of a school and I say building education in Ghana. The reason why we need PTA, there are so many reasons in here PTA. We need them at a point that schools need here financial help. Almost to step in. They pay, they help, they sustain. Almost here advisory help. PTA, I will follow to be TM, almost to do my advice. So you cannot tell me, say, why you need to secret if why then? Why abolish levies? No, now PTA no abolish it. Now I'm not sure why this man is a liar. You see this document. This is a statement. Council rejects Parents Association once PTA maintained. Where year 2024 January. Time omucha PTA muno. PTA council no eba out be catch a buying say. you guys should not take us out. We are part of education in Ghana. Into Usha, PTA for no crampo eba until we release this statement, catch our bind and say, you cannot cut us out of our kids' education. This story was reported by Air Joy on the 17th of January 2024. But Sa Kwana also a soft catch Ghana for say, Oma abolish PTA no shade. This is a Ghana Education Service document. Mummy read the document we na me mountia says sa papa na your friend of Forjour said na or ye Asin South MP no or one of the most foolish people I this year that they come back to parliament. On senko for we no omu just say Ghana for Jimmy. Now mummy anko she Ghana Education Service did they basically take out PTA from a how from running our schools? Mummy anko she document no. Ntim Forjour. Now this is what the document says, and this is a GES document. Who read the document? It says this: recent past developments. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations (PTAs) had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for execution in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that schools' heads were made signatories to PTA accounts. The latter opinions. Sorry, let me take this again. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations, PTAs, had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for executions in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that school heads were made signatories to PTA accounts following recommendation by the Auditor General. In the latest opinion, PTA funds remained public funds and needed to be subject to audit. Prior to this, PTAs operated their own accounting systems without references to the school's head. This created serious financial challenges in some schools. It is in light of this that heads were directed by the Auditor General and the Director General of Ghana Education Service to get involved in the management of the finances of the PTAs to restore sanity. Now, so we read the document, this is what you see. In the recent past, there have been some developments within the operations of PTAs which thwarted government's efforts at ensuring universal access to education, specifically at the senior high school level. These have been related to imposition of levies which have led to the denial of some students access to academic work or school facilities and structure by virtue of some parents either refusing or unable to contribute to the activities of PTAs. Some PTAs instituted outrageous levies which sought to defeat the purpose for which the free SHS policy was introduced. In the same vein, the PTA levies affected the free compulsory basic education, that's FCUB, policy at the basic school level. It made some children to drop out of school as a result of the inability of their parents to pay such levies. Now, in response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and that is the part that we have actually marked red. So part now I'm marking red now. This is what it says. In response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and this is what it says. A, suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. B, directed the reorganization of parent-teachers associations to parent associations, that is, to limit the involvement of management and staff of the schools. Management has therefore developed the PA guidelines as follows. Now, what they did, MPP Abandon say, one, like the guy said, or say, they did what? They suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. Into PTA levies, and they went on to do what? They directed the reorganization of Parents Teachers Association, that is PTAs, to Parent Association. So what they did was, after they took away the levies, they also stripped the Parents Teachers Association. They took the parents out and make it they took the teachers out and make it only Parents Association. So there was no collaboration between the parents, the teachers. What the Ekufuado government and a country and a Forjour and they say, levies if you know, and they strategically they separated the teachers from the parents. Into the parents did not have a say when the government and the teachers took decisions. Technically, you as a government, you have taken out the parents. In the Sauka say you directed the reorganization of Parents Teachers Association (PTAs) to Parent Association. Then you are trying to tell me say the collaboration between teachers and parents, you have taken it away. You are basically making them independent. You are making them autonomous. Now they cannot collaborate to basically get to that point whereby they can both come to a conclusion about the kids, their future. Into say Haruna Idrisika say he wants to reintroduce PTA. He wants to bring teachers and parents together to think and come up with solutions that will help the education of the kids. You cannot take levies and you cannot separate the teachers from the parents. What you need to do is, if even you take the levies out, the parents and teachers are supposed to be thinking together. They are supposed to collaborate to get to the bottom of problems and also get solutions to problems. Inti Sauka say you did not scrap PTA, then you are basically lying to the Ghanaian people. If you did not have any problem with Parents Teachers Association, then why did you reorganize it? Because when you reorganize something, it means its original form was not right. You did not like it. For when you review education, it means there's something being done which isn't right that needs to be corrected. If you reorganize, then it means in its original form, you did not like it. You want it to be done in a different way. And that is what we are talking about to say. It means that during the MPP era, PTA, Mugu, and Haruna Idrisu NDC for say they are going to bring the PTA back. There should be a collaboration between teachers and parents. The money aspect is one thing. But when the teachers and parents don't have a collaboration, they cannot reason together. They cannot think about the kids, their education. Then that disconnects, and then the enquirano sebio omutumia di omoye. It is very important to say, politicians as a political party and as a politician, about inquire education, you are not supposed to play politics with it. These are the documents. What actually caused the redirection? What made you people reorganize? What caused the reorganization? One way levies nephew. Why don't you keep the name? Why don't you keep the PTA? Why do you take teachers out of the Parents Association? Because you don't want the parents to have direct influence and direct access to omonkora education. Into the NDC say they are bringing PTA. I was say awofo ne den. Awofo no any teachers no esia a discussing omonkwara no education. It is a what to say sa papa we sa man we ojina TV so catch will say PTA no MPP time omontwema oye sofo kromfo mo chena mo hwena sum mo chena mo hwena sum mumusa ne say. So if you reorganized, what made you reorganize? Because you cannot change something from its original form when you don't have a problem with it. You had a problem with it, that's why you reorganized it. What was the problem? You didn't want the parents to be complaining about the bad food. You didn't want the parents to be telling Ghana for say you didn't want the parents to tell Ghana for say Ekufuado's free SHS is bad. So you blacked out the parents. Now deliberate, almost share that because no one per se parents ebenya control of omonkwara education. That is why under Ekufuado any MPP free SHS the awofo no omuni say they deliberately took out PTA. Senka PTA very effective and can kwasiade ehu under Ekufuado free SHS nka ehu enkwara di poison rice and can see. But because they knew what they were doing business with our kids, they took the parents out and they said, Parents Association and then teachers. You don't do that. The teachers and parents are supposed to work together at the end of the day, find solutions to problems. And that is what Haruna Idrisu and the NDC are saying. Oh yeah, NDC for say they want to be part of Oba school. How Oba yebe reason eduane obedi the welfare any other it's important. Way on yourself, papa. Now, my mentor, the couldn't tell me this house of Kromfo. You see this man? And the last guy, me catch them say, the last guy we, a crobia and kebesina bo. Mena me catch them. Mwe Christopher Nam Ghana na mon kano kreno. Mwe Christopher Nam Ghana na mon kano kreno. and ye de nkrimufo ye Ghanafo mumudo do mo nka no kre kwase ampanyi wei time a ye de anti-LGBTQ bill ba parliament a wo se Ekufuado kwase ampanyi e de nsa sha ase and afenyo makin ona hwe boy we wo school one gabi amuka kire kwase ampanyi we se onko court na onko stop no and the last guy this foolish boy a dirty riffraff on building bibi on abrabum the school ko nyina nkofo ne hwe no and oye adwuma wo afenyo makin law firm and afenyo makin ka kire de say sebio osono maame wo ho inti onko no for case no enko hye court se ne be ya eye osono maame ebetena so and the last guy edi case we call court na parliament ejine Ekufuado se onfa ne nsan hye trumu sa bill no na trumu yensia no wo Ghana na do danko Ekufuado eka kire se omni MPP fo nyina ko parliament ka se asem no wo court omuntumi nya ho hwe kwase ampanyi we ende aban asesa wakokota ko yi case ni so ondi onto case ni so biem trumu no ende omuma president Mahama mpase so odi omo yemo we ekurobia nko se na bo but democracy nti untumi nkasa enye democracy anka kurobia nka esi na bo ku no but democracy nti untumi nkasa on say Ekufuado free aban mu a MPP NDC wini na also case no onto aso we yi case every court nti and the evanko parliament in Sanfa case ni bra na yemfa nko na Mahama nsan kwasiafo we na mudidi omuchi kwasia we ade be che no ti asori dem so obom pa ya kire nyankopon ben. These are the things we talk about every day. These are political ingrates. We mono we krobia nkobia bonitiri mutuo because you see politicians use these people to destroy nations. I'm telling you. Momo de ye kana na bi wa monti ase. Ekufuado be chem shege 8 years won si bi ekoye. These people ekrobia anka they will not go home. They wasted everybody's time. They destroyed what we have all come together to agree on. And today, Sesiano, afenyo makina kache no court ne ko yi case ne kasa on to case ne subiem. Enti ensan fambra na yan hwese Mahama be sign na. This was deliberate. And you see, the collaboration was between afenyo makina Ekufuado and the Supreme Court. Some of the judges, they collaborated. Some of the judges at the Supreme Court catch Ekufuado say, "Oma afenyo makina fa boy we enfa case ne bra no montena so." Because they could for also signing, but they knew say they did not want to sign. And akwasia we and the adebechina stupid boy wait City News on all discussing Ghana development, but he is a hindrance to our development. This fool or a hindrance to Ghana's development. Anytime I catch you say, okay, say some way by anti-LGBTQ case by sa papa we abim. Soft we ascend out for a Christopher Mugo. Kwasi ampenyi we de dimanim. Time a case ne ba ya na ye say e was say omugitum ne ekọ sign na trumutum eyifro sa software na parliament ka say omumpene oh ye de yentumi nya hwe ye de yen support Sam George na ye bibi NDC for na ye bibi and the kwasi ampanyi say oh Mahama abadia ye sadik bill na ba e ma Mahama sign kwasi wetumi gina ni penim so oye sofo na ono the Bible no kan no e different from the meme kan ana and sir Forjour we asin south for MP no time na MPP was no ayeka say yefa trumu no yenko sign na yenjintum say member obi aye trumu o Ghana no or tena parliament ka say yenye mu so wa support wanye mu so obeka say e was Ekufuado sign wanye eno motete ya ma eye de Ekufuado free power omni case ni ko share court ade achi yesi dela enko yi case no ono so by so yesi ade ye pese ye de parliament biem na Mahama sign we onye nipa also kuta Bible so nyankopon ku ne totwene we oye ingrate oye hypocrite ye mfa ne nchechire man Jimmy for we na odi wanim se MP oni any sense bi a kire ne say our principles bi odi bone bra enti owu ni constituency so Jimmy na odi dian bibi a friend reverend ato nanim oh media me suffer or reverend ne wan e Christopher amukọ na asore kwasi ampan wetina parliament okachire Ghana for say Ekufuado ne MPP wo power nko ade trumu ne ensan ade achen ade a so me na me bedi anim abuofunu nyankopon kuntontwene abuofunu nyankopon kuntontwene na sane esom nyame a anketia ade we baye ye say Christopher nyina munyina mumia support na kwase we to parliament why jom Mr. P team stay with me Team, stay with me. Because I'm paying you not to parliament. Why you adentra? Oh, say a politics. Satana ni refi ni Nyankopon. Satana ni refi ni Bible no. Satana ni refi say oyo nyame adwuma na oye kwasea ni tirimu fin. Se fulani na ase. Samira na ase. Ni tirimu fin se Samira na ase. Pele. Jimmy Four. And we are introducing you, and who are introducing what? What are you introducing, nigga? And then I will introduce you. The first one I will introduce. Why didn't you push it? Why didn't you come out to say, yeah, say kufuada chichidi the best sign. Kwasiato, mona mimi die Christo fuatem. Mona nipe because say Christo sumono, and ya osuma was nipa die chiri. Kwasiafo to say na moma Christo suma say. Paul Bresso and Kesu abuokum. Paul Braswa and Kiesiwa Bo, Ked Woma wo Timoku, and the Monya Nefo, and a mode Reverend Eda Danko for Mode Bible da Danko for Kwasiato, and the old eco parliament. Now why not sign? Koto the budget. When you move around to say, Woma Funu, Kwasia, you know, yes, I call parliament. You had all the opportunity. As a member of parliament, your people in your constituency, they said, let's make sure that the president signs it. Odo kwasi atranka di jantra for one support it. Who things are pay apofi? You never supported this. Adia chia dia 10 year boy na aba. Yanko wansani ani dia kwasi abeka se on Ghana. Moji se de bia na mbenya dia fu. Me think Paul time na ke ba wo se wu, ye ba wo se fufu. But democracy nti. Because of democracy. Now, I'm sure my DB. Oh, story way. Free SHS. NPP4 back and forth. From day one, I'm the free SHS buyer. I'm the DSC cabin there. It's exactly 4:58 p.m. That is a year 9:58 in Ghana. NPP4 Eddie a year free SHS buyer. I'm in, out. Now, Shadie. How na Idrisu ni NDC for about power. From day and go forward the free SHS buyer, almost nipa 5.7 million. And now I enjoy free SHS. Every platform they were telling us nipa 5.7 million. That means say every budget BIA de beba e Ghana and they could forward from 2017 na omo den omo projected for nipa 5.7 million. It is a $10 million. It was because of $5.7 million. And for the past 8 years, these people never told us to say it wasn't 5.7 million people who were benefiting from free SHS. Now, free SHS beneficiaries, not 5.7 million. The actual figure is 3.5 million. We are Joy News Research. And Haruna Idrisu's office, they have also done an audit, head count. They came to that realization, say, some 5.7 million anko for we catch a debia say, nipa 5.7 million ako free SHS normal bois. And non alone means somebody has stolen from us. The free SHS secretariat, the people who were leading it, they need to be questioned. Now we have come to the realization, yen yina be who say, Nanado Danko Kufuado, oni Agama Lizard, any bodam Kennedy mo, any MPP aban Jimmy Disana Pomo. A Jimmy Form County, they deceived us for 80 years. Now, unim de yawa semwe muhade. At 2024, Tio, we a former spokesperson for the education ministry, TA. Education ministry a MPP4 ministry, former government education ministry na country da no, na sofo kwasi ampenyi ye deputy no. Spokesperson no and the 2025 Tiasmo can or say as at 2024, that is when they were in power, free SHS beneficiaries stood at 3.5 million and not 5.7 million. Engineer Betwabe, the Ben out is MPP for Gina stage so I catch the Ghana for say only 3.5 million people were beneficiaries of free SHS. Omo can be Mauti. Mr. S, Mr. P, team. Get me something. Me see. Until say NDC bar power, any who says sign nipa 5.7 million and I enjoy free SHS. But Nanado Danko Kufuado, Mahamudu Baumia, Kennedy Japan, MPP as a political party or say chairman Sabonsu, and this group of criminal entity. Sanko for catch said nipa 5.7 million. And the former spokesperson said, oh, then you 5.7 million. Nemum na 3.5 million. Then it means to say, from day one, these people, they have been lying to us. So where did the remaining bare 1.4 million or where did it go? What the finance 4 million. Into 1.7 million dasono. Sa budget ne ko he. What the finance 4 million. Into 1.7 million na e kaya na mo de to so no. Sa 1.7 million. Where did the money go? Napo has to go to jail. Educhum, he has to go to jail. These are criminals. These are criminals we are not supposed to give any power to. Again, we are not even supposed to listen to these animals. And the NDC as a government, Menoka say, a forum is going on in Ghana. Forum near day, how to review our education. This is what a government does. For 8 years, John Mahama, Professor Nano Pokuaji Makachiri Kufuado, and the Bawumia say, let us review our education. Especially free SHS. The moment you shiny BM, nobody is going to cancel free SHS. Kwame Nkrumah Brasso na free SHS buy. So we should sit down and really look at it. Nana do danko ekufuado kwasi ampenyi no ne ba wo me agimi ne ka kire say John Mahama so betwa free SHS mu ema party moa MPP party toilet mu moa e say ai Mahama betwa free SHS mu party no mo agimi Ewurade Nyankopon me say saa ade na efre no MPP no saa aboa na efre no MPP no omo di akire no omo agimi so ekufuado ne ba wo miamo upon school almost no, they could not explain review to the MPP base. You know the reason? They knew. Ekufuado himself MPP for Jimmy. Na party no mun Jimmy head no ko chairman won to me as a regional chairman. Party no say mu dodo nipa dodo mu mun Jimmy ya. Eye de no mu ko chairman won to me so onye regional chairman. Kwasi ampenyi say nye Jimmy no mu Jimmy a. Eye de no mu ko obi say ahagba to be their director of communication. Obi ti say owusu bempa and there's the owusu bempa kotre ni hu fi we. So you can see clearly say the hierarchy of the party omo di party enim no omo party for this omo Jimmy base no, but you see all is not lost. This is what is happening. John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for about power no, so wunima there's something going on now in Ghana. Ebia unti mami church mu nchiro a 8-member team given 2 weeks to plan National Education Forum. Sesi amena woka say ekoso so mon kan kire mo aha sesi a omu meet stakeholders abaya John Mahama di enim one Professor Nano Pokuajiman edi enim no, they have basically, thank you very much Mr. S, meeting this amfa bibi nkire mo ansani akwedi. Mr. S, can you get me the story itself? I want to read the story itself because unim we want to kill Jandambiwa sene be Ghana for behu Nana do Danko Ekufuado Onwankasa in the State of the Nation address. Asama Okayeni, we facts don't lie. Nana Danko Ekufuado, 5.7 million youth have benefited from free SHS program. Ekufuado data show Friday the 3rd, 2025. Story no January 3rd, which is Friday, and I'm publish a story no. Now, President Ekufuado has praised the transformative impact of his government free SHS initiative. Now, the caption and the source is Ghana Web. Now, Nana Danko Ekufuado, 3rd of January, na okasa before the 7th of January, yebeswe Mahama ino. Nana Danko Ekufuado achichide jimi ne ka kire say nipa 5.7 million. And I'm benefited from free SHS. And almost spokesperson and the almost abai munipa say 3.5. Inti omone president one kwasia. I am asking the former spokesperson Emma Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education, and Ekufuado one kwasia. The president in his last State of the Nation on Wankasani's speech before Mahama was sworn in January 3rd, because Mahama by power January 7th. Nana Akufo-Addo last statement or catch Ghana for nipa 5.7 million. Into the question is, why na Kwasia wa ha? Akufo-Addo and I say a spokesperson. Now let's read the story. Send a Kwasia bin kojina baby nka say Kevin Taylor twantro ato achichide so. Now this is the story. Let me read the story, the full story. Mami read this story in intro. No jandam. Because Akufo-Addo nka say 5.7. Why not 5.7 man no? Kwasia 4. Now this is the story. When Akufo-Addo speech, let me read it. I say, and I quote, "We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET," he stated, end of quote. These are the words of Akufo-Addo. Nana Akufo-Addo on the 3rd of January. On when the beard and said, nipa 5.7 million. Kwasi Ampenyi Beka just said 3.5 million. Did I write a speech for Akufo-Addo? Kwasi Ampenyi about cocaine no jina kan kwasi nam chobano. He told us in his own words, say, "We have transformed education and there can never be a reversal of the fact that 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would have otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET." End of quote. Kwasi Ampenyi eye achichide Akufo-Addo na ka kire. So is the president lying? Is the president of the republic, the former president, was he lying? More MPP for me and Kwasiafo, and nobody's supposed to give MPP any hearing ear because just a kind of way Jimmy to some followers. These are facts. Unless say more another speech be a yente da. I Akufo-Addo nepkaye because I can make my team pull the video for you to hear for yourself. Mrs. If you have time, bring me that video. Inti sa story where I nyina kan wa hande say a free SHS we no. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, where is the story? Inti sa story way yaka say nipa 5.7 million. Ana Akufo-Addo ne ba obi am ka kire say omo beneficiaries of free SHS no. Why na say your boy? Because president na be na no kan ye. Ana president wa bodam no bekeka sansam ne kire. Akufo-Addo Kwasi Ampenyi. Ana omo di Akufo-Addo echi ana mo education minister no Kwasi no ka kire say kan Kwasi asem. You people should not underestimate our intelligence. Ye busa say nipa be 2.2 million na aka we kire na wen. Sa 2.2 million no. Sa sika because the money sa budget na ye na de man nipa 5.7 no. Ye pesi ye 2.2 na and ye hu om sa sika no why dey die. Where did the 2.2 million budget? Sa sika de man sa nipa 2.2 million for 8 years no. Sa nipa no mo wen, where are they? Sa nipa no mo wen. We want to know because Nana Danko Akufo-Addo catch say nipa 5.7 million and I didn't make this up. He said it. It's when a Niminyan so between Ghana for him say Akufo-Addo and Kasa. Messiah, give me the video before I move forward. Me team the video ni Bremansan makomenim because we want you people to understand. The John Mahamani NDC for you know, Massa, you won't be that. This is the best government I own. Akufo-Addo Momo Jimmy. Never listen to the MPP. So you're Ghana in around the MPP here. Where Jimmy? Because the people are liars. They don't respect you. Omo say where Jimmy, and they always think say they can just lie and walk. You cannot just lie and walk. You need to prove whatever you say. That is why we make sure say assembly we support it with evidence for Ghana in our shop and say, Kevin, you are right, and you have a reason for insulting these fools. Because I'm never going to stop unless say Jimmy no. So jai jandam no kanu krechere Ghana for no kanu krechere base na. I will never tell any MPP ni be say with Jimmy. But I can see clearly say, thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing in the video. Let me play the video for you to hear. Thank you, team. My team just sent me the video. I really appreciate this. Thank you, guys. Now, my member video in Chiro. Now, who say Akufo-Addo nanka say the kafri na num Kwasiafo. This is the video. Thank you, Mr. S.
We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal, of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET. Education. And there can never be a reversal, of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET. Indeed, my administration has also prioritized technical and vocational education. And there can never be a reversal, of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET.
And it's the American MPP for Jimmy. I keep telling you people. And we are going to use their own words to judge them. Anytime can I say African market when we say MPP for no 90% of you Jimmy. And that's what I'm saying, say, you people, you are not ready for power again. Mobedi power, mobedi opposition by 48 years. You know why? Because you are not willing to speak truth. Munye ready say mobe kanu kre achre mu base no. Munye ready say mobe mo matiasie say sebio eden mu twa montro. Nana do danko for the make his statement ni wie no. And the education minister, listen. And there Nana Kufuor no ono ye president no okachire mu saying and Kenti said free SHS beneficiaries are 3.5 million, not 5.7 million. We February 14th, 2025. Eti Nana Kufuor make his speech no kwasia be na chiroma. Because this is a Kufuor and this is his education minister. Kufuor on the 3rd of January, or see 5.7. And then February, no, the former education minister na on what speech me Kufuor no, or see 5.7, 3.5. When this is a Kufuor against his former education minister.
We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal, of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET. Transformed education. And there can never be a reversal, of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET. Indeed, my administration is also...
Who is stupid here? Intimikasa mo yankwasiafo a obekasa Kevin Taylor Kevin Taylor di penyinatam omwe Jimmy. These are two old men. These are people you gave power to, you entrusted. You said they should lead you. These are two old men. Look at them. Look at these fools. Now to watch them say, hey, the taxpayer is not supposed to tell these people they are foolish. Who is stupid here? Who wrote the speech for Kufuor? And your country natural speech in man. Kufuor, does he work at Ministry of Education? Into when the president was speaking, who wrote the speech for the president? When it came to education, wasn't it country? Why is country telling us 3.5 million? And he tell me say we are using strong words. Where do you give me some word, Jimmy? They think you people are stupid, and they keep playing you people. Anytime Kacham say the NPP can never come to power as long as Tiasi, they can never. You know why? Because Ghana, Jimmy Biemo, we will be asking questions. We will be pushing the system. We will be telling them to tell us the truth. We will be questioning the status quo. We will be making sure the right thing is done. Memaka, I defend only good governance. 50 days of John Mahama, I will defend it because everything looks perfect to me. But how can I trust fools like these? Adeche Educhum, Kwasi Afobia catch yourself. Baomia Jimmy, Janfe Duchimunko, Educhum is a liar. Ekufuor is a liar. Baomia is a bloody fucking liar. Why should I entrust a country's future in the hands of such foolish old men? I didn't think I mean Tam Kronuman Kwasi Afo say. They don't even know what they are saying. So 2.6 million no, Sani Panomo. Now, my young Jum.